Welcome to the ChiChat Podcast, a podcast dedicated to encouraging, inspiring, motivating, and uplifting women. Around the table, we have Yolanda, Ebony, and Katrina. Okay, now let's get into some chit-chat.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the ChiChat Podcast. I am your girl Ebony, and today we are going to be talking about a whole bunch of craziness, okay? Y'all know we love to talk about crazy stuff. Y'all know we crazy. We ain't crazy, but we kind of crazy. But anyway, your girls are finally back. It has been a long hiatus, but listen, we back booming, shaking, and popping. So if you want to see what we have in store, just stay tuned, okay? All right, but before we get started, I want to check in with my booze. I'm at a 5. We're gonna do our shit check-in. In case y'all forgot, let me bring y'all back up to speed. We're gonna do our shit check-in. I'm at a 5 today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling lovely. It's Saturday, and listen, your girl is feeling good today. I got on my gifted t-shirt. Shout out to Jessie. I'm gonna put her link below if you guys want to go get some of this merchandise or some other things. I'm definitely gonna put her link down below. How y'all ladies feeling today?
I'm at a 5.
Yeah. God is dope, okay? Katrina, God is dope t-shirt. All right.
I love it, and I love my girls. And today, your girl here, I'm at a 10 right now.
Oh, okay. Look, so we gotta catch up. Well, you know what? We ain't gotta catch up because me, Katrina 5, and I'm 5. That's 10. So listen, we at a 20. All together, we at a 20. Yes, I love it.
Get my 20 out here.
Okay. All right, y'all. So today we're going to be talking about a few topics. We did switch up our flow. So we're going to be talking about multiple topics in one segment, okay? So my first topic I want to talk about is the whole Kayla Nicole banned from Instagram situation. I also want to talk about Hazel E, the loving hip hop chick that had the whole mommy makeover and it ended up being a disaster. And then lastly, I want to touch on my girl Jessie Woo. If y'all don't know who Jessie Woo is, honey, Jessie Woo, she's a singer. She has her own podcast, and she was on a season or 2 of Loving Hip Hop Miami. But I absolutely love her as well because her triggered videos are everything. If y'all have not checked her out, definitely check her out on YouTube. But she talks about the whole Kevin Samuels rating Sweetie at a 6 and, all that shenanigans. So we're going to dive into that as well. So first, what I want to talk about is the whole Kayla Nicole being banned from Instagram from posting a picture of her natural body. Mind you guys, we're going to put the picture up so you can see the picture, so you can see exactly what we're talking about if you haven't seen it already. So I'm going to get that shared.
Sorry about that. We're coming.
So this is Kayla Nicole. Kayla Nicole is an Instagram social media sensation. She made really funny videos. Really crazy. She's hilarious. But anyway, she posted this picture of her postpartum or post-baby body. She had just had a baby 2 months ago. Her son is the cutest. He is so cute. And she was banned from Instagram from posting this video. This is her natural body after she gave birth. And my thoughts around this is that I don't understand why people feel like it's okay for them to condemn somebody from posting their natural body. I feel like social media, they constantly want to push this narrative of being a baddie as soon after you give birth. That's not realistic. This is reality right here. This is reality. And to me, I don't feel like she looks bad. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that some cream or some lotion can't do to get her skin tone back to its natural state. But yeah, she was banned. People were dragging her, saying why would she post that, saying she was disgusting and all this stuff. But y'all got people out here swallowing whole cucumbers, and you don't feel like that's disgusting. You don't feel like it's a lot of other stuff that is way more disgusting than her posting this, and y'all think that is cool. What do y'all think about it?
First of all, shout out to Natural, because there's so many people up here who go up here and be putting their what is that stuff called? filters and all this kind of stuff here. Shout out to natural. I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it.
Right.
So somebody can go on there and nearly show their whole body. And supposedly it's flawless, and that's okay. But this right here in her natural state is a problem. Like,
right.
What is society coming to?
Right. And it's just, I feel like they constantly push this this unrealistic narrative of you just gonna be sucked and nipped and tucked. I mean, these ladies literally go to the extreme to bounce back after having a baby. What happens to just, you know, nurturing your natural body and just like, you know, naturally healing and just, no, they want to lay on the table, they want to get nipped, they want to get tucked and sucked and everything else, and it's just like, so they can just be popping out, you know, on the next club scene, the next club appearance and all that stuff, and it's like, you're not even giving your body time to heal, to even be, like, you know, so I thought that was really crazy. I really hate that happened to her, especially because, you know, she's showing what a natural body looks like after birth. And like I said, sis, she got some discoloration, but sis' stomach look flat, okay?
Yeah.
Sis is snap back on 1,000 to me, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, like somebody with a little, you know, flub or whatever that wish they could get a stomach like that. Listen, I'll take it, okay?
Yeah.
The color, I can work the color out. The color ain't even no problem, sis, okay? But anyway, shout out to Kayla Nicole. Like I said, her page is still up, but for some reason, like I said, they had an issue with that picture and they wanted it down, and I just felt like that was just the stupidest thing ever. I feel like it was really stupid. So yeah, shout out to Kayla Nicole. So speaking of postpartum bodies and mommy makeovers and all of this craziness, Hazel E, she is one of the former Love and Hip Hop like castmates or whatever. She goes to have a mommy makeover and ended up losing her breast.
Oh wow.
Yeah, ended up losing her breast. And the only thing I can think of is that I do remember her being on like a show or something like that where she was having like a conversation with one of the other girls that was a castmate. They had like some type of like tension, beef, whatever. And the girl kept telling her, oh, you look like you're still pregnant. You look, you know, you're fat, you're this, you're that. And I'm just like, these people push one body type so much so to the point you have people dying to look the part, and they don't even realize that, you know, it's a facade. It's not reality. It's not. They want, and people that push stuff like that, to me, I feel like they have low self-esteem.
Yeah,
I do. I feel like they have low self-esteem. You have some women out here that, you know, push natural bodies, that like natural bodies and stuff like that, you know, just like with the whole Lizzo thing, you know, people were talking junk about her because, you know, she, you know, was freely, you know, showing her body or whatever in its natural state, like, oh, you know, this is me, I don't have no shame. And then people started dragging her because she decided that she wanted to eat healthy and work out. Now, she could have just went and laid on the table and got it all sucked out.
Yeah.
Y'all would have been dragging her. So it's kind of like, excuse me, auntie, if you're watching, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know? And it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. So do you guys feel like there is a lot of pressure to look a certain way in when it comes to social media, these TV shows and all that stuff like that?
Yeah, it always has been. Even back in the day, you know, back in the old days when the women wore the corsets and stuff to suck everything in, I mean, they were trying to uphold a certain image too. So I think it's always been around.
Yeah.
It's just now, like with the social media and stuff, like normal or everyday people are seeing the celebrities looking snatched and all this, and we want to look like that too, you know? So do we really want to do the work to get there, or are we going to save our coins and go get some work done?
Right.
Because that's what the image makes it look like. That's what perfect is. you know. So
and you know what, adding to that, Katrina, a lot of, from what I've been reading and been told and heard, a lot of people won't cast you if you don't look a certain way. Like, a lot of people won't sign you if you don't look a certain way. They're looking for a look. And I think that's where, to get into Ebony's point, that's where people want to be so perfect for social media. They want to be, because a lot of people want to get over to reality shows, wants to go over to TV, wants to be this and wants to be that. So in order to get that, from what they're seeing, what they're being told is that you have to look a certain way before we will put you on the show, which is so sad. I think people need to stop focusing on the superficial and look a whole lot deeper than that, because just because a person looks a certain way does not mean that they don't have what's the word for it? Come on, Yolanda, what's the word? Well, I can't think of the word. But they can't bring something to the table. They can't bring something that can benefit you. You know, so I think, and even with social media, shout out to the young lady we just showed. I'm very proud of her for that. I'm very proud of her for wanting to show you, loving you. And like Ebony was saying, it's all about self-esteem. It's a reason why, this is me personally, this is not per se what everybody's thinking, but I feel that people who post themselves constantly, it's all day, every day, that's a self-esteem issue. That's what I feel. Why must you show yourself all the time? Why must we need to see everything that goes on? Why? What are you trying to prove, dear?
Right.
You know, that's my thing. That's my take on that.
Yeah. And I feel like society and social media hate Black women with high standards for themselves and do not have low self-esteem, and they're not ready to, be in competition with somebody and split their wrists because they don't have. All that stuff is so superficial. All that stuff is just shallow, and it's ridiculous. And what's even more sickening is to see how many Black women was like tearing her down too, saying, "Oh, you should not have posted that, and you look disgusting, and this and this and this and that." But I can almost promise you, had another Kayla Nicole that was lighter tone posted the same picture, it wouldn't have been an issue.
Yeah.
You said it. You said a mouthful there. Yeah.
Like, seriously, and that's the thing that really like gets me about people, and when they want to play people against each other, and just down this girl for this just for nothing, really, So I definitely want to give a shout out to her for that, because like you said, she was really brave, and really, look, I'm looking at Katrina's shirt. She was dope for posting that picture.
Okay.
And that's just serious. She, like I said, she has a baby body. So while these guys out here want to sit here and drag her and say, "Oh, you look nasty," well, just know that the mother of your child probably more than likely will have a stomach that looks like that or worse. Okay, because it gets worse. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think of it the whole way through. You think of it from start to finish. Okay, from the time you lay with her to the time she in the hospital bed. You need to make sure you're thinking it all the way through. Okay, and make sure that you're okay with it, because it gets worse. Okay. But anyway, we're gonna move on. Since we're talking about looks, honey, we're gonna be talking about Mr. Kevin Samuels and how he got red, honey, to the T by my girl Jessie Woo. Let me tell you something, Jessie Woo, she holds no punches. She give it to you straight with no chaser. Okay, so she's talking about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was actually on Joe Budden's podcast, and he was talking about the whole Sweetie situation. Katrina got her cup. He was talking about the whole Sweetie situation, and pretty much talking about like rating Sweetie. Now, if y'all don't know who Sweetie is a rapper. She was dating Quavo from Migos, and they had a whole big breakup, and a video came out about him pushing her, domestic dispute, blah blah blah, all that stuff like that. So he pretty much said that he would rate Sweetie a 6, and people were in an uproar about that because with Kevin Samuels, he always talking about accessories, the hair, nails, makeup, lashes, and all that stuff. What do you look like after that? This and this and this and that, and she's just a 6, and all this kind of stuff like that. So Jessie was pretty much talking about how he is saying these things and how he rated her as a 6, but if it was someone darker than her, and Jessie's a beautiful brown-skinned, dark-skinned girl, how she feels like it would have been like a 3 or a 4 or maybe even a 1, because she's listened to some of his videos prior to that, and she says she feels like he's a colorist. And we've discussed Kevin Samuels in a previous video. Shout out to Ron for his video. Hey Ron. We talked about Kevin Samuels before, and his whole thought process and his whole view on Black women. And my thing is this: I feel the same way. First of all, she read him. She called him a chicken nugget. It was hilarious. She said he was like, and I thought it was so hilarious. But Kevin Samuels, I don't understand why they continue to give this man a platform to sit on and bash Black women. Okay? Like, he constantly bashes Black women. You are telling Black women, and like she said, you're telling Black women what they need to do, what they need to have, how they need to look, but you're skipping over the fact that you have Black men that need to be equal to what you're asking Black women to be.
I think he still has his platform because they want somebody bashing Black women. They have. It's so many people that's now lifting Black women up, giving us platform, all of that. So they need somebody to try to bring us down.
Right.
He's falling right into what they want him to do.
Exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, like, on his platform, you don't see him in a relationship. You don't see him. I don't even know if he got kids or whatever. You don't see anything personal about him.
Right.
But you're a disqualified person to be able to tell Black women what they're supposed to be.
How about
wrong message and wrong messenger? Because you ain't it.
Right.
Yeah. Somebody rate him. Tell him what his rating is.
Well, Jessie said he was a chicken nugget. So she said he was a chicken nugget. Okay. So, and honestly, it's just like, I don't like to play like the sexuality, like call men out on their sexuality, because my thing is to each his own. I'm not that type of person. But he does not look like he wants one of us. He doesn't strike me as that type of person. Like, he don't. And it's just like, you're sitting up here, you're so critical of how women look. Like, what is your, like, what, I don't get it. And Joe Budden, like, he is the last platform. Like, I really wish they would demonetize some of these idiots that's on YouTube that's keeping up this whole, stereotype and stuff like that of Black women. Because my thing is, contrary to what you may think, and like to piggyback off what Katrina said, we do have degrees. We do have business. We are CEOs. Jessie said it too. We're CEOs. We're CFOs. We're all this stuff. And y'all know, like, we're pretty much ahead of y'all. And you just want to drag us, that down, because at one point in time, quoting what she said, Black men were all that Black women had, and y'all want to keep us there. And it's a new day. It's a new day. Okay? Yeah. It's the new day.
Well, what did Joe Budden say? What did he?
He was pretty much just like, he thought it was funny. Like, they were laughing, the whole ha ha ha, like,
right.
Something that guys do. And pretty much co-signing, or pretty much saying, and a lot of men were in the comments like, oh, this is what the Black people needed, and this and this and this and that. And I'm just like, how do y'all feel like this is what Black, like, he's talking about? Yeah, he might be talking about one particular person, and I'm not talking about Sweetie in general. However, she's a beautiful girl. She is. She's a beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
With or without makeup, she's a beautiful girl. However, you are more targeting darker women, and you know, had Sweetie not been that skin tone, she wouldn't have been a 6. I can promise you that. Not in his book, she wouldn't have been a 6. So it's just like, you know, you view the way you view women is very it's very low, you know, and it's just like you should not be having platforms where you are doing these kind of things, you know what I'm saying? I feel like YouTube have defunded or demonetized videos for people for way less than that. So I feel like there should be a certain standard when it comes to like bashing and stuff like that, because you don't know what your words or what the content of your video, how it can, you know, resonate with someone else where they might be over the edge, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. To the point where they might be like, you know what, I want to end it all. Just, you know, I'm nothing. I keep seeing it over and over and over again. So yeah, I most definitely feel like stuff like that should be demonetized. And it's sad to say they're gonna continue to push him because he is who he is. And he's
talk a bunch of smoke that means nothing is basically what he does. Means
pretty much. And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, there's no way, like, if I'm thinking correctly, I don't think there wasn't a woman up there on Joe Budden's podcast. I don't think. If there was, there's no way I could have sat up there through an interview with him at all. Because it would have been real ugly. It would have been real ugly. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he is definitely trash, okay? He's trash. And sir, I don't know if you will ever find this video, but if you ever find this video, you're trash.
Yeah. Yes, sir. You are. and before, if he do watch this, before you get started on us, we don't give the damn. Excuse me, my auntie. We don't give 2 damns about what you think of us. Okay, so you can keep your comments to yourself, because we don't give a damn how you feel about us.
He is trash. He is definitely trash. So, all right, y'all. So good. That was some good conversation. If you're watching, leave us a comment below and let us know what you think about these topics that we talked about the Kayla Nicole being banned from Instagram, Hazel E monkey makeover disaster, and Jessie Woo on Kevin Samuels rating Sweetie, and you know, this whole shenanigans that he got going on in these streets. Okay. All right. So we're going to our question of the day. My question of the day is: go forward in time or go back in time? So this one, I had to think about this because I'm like, you know, I don't know. Okay, skipping the if I go back in time, then that means it will be before the pandemic. If I go forward, it will probably be, so it will surpass the pandemic, or probably something worse. So I'm gonna have to say go back in time. Like, take me back to the 90s, okay? Take me back to the 90s. I would say between 93 and 2000. Yeah, put me back right there.
Yeah, I feel you, Ebony. I'm right there with you. Put me back too. I'm there with you. Yes, ma'am.
I think I would go back to the past. There's quite a few things back there that I would change.
Yeah. Me too, honey.
Yeah, I probably would go back in the past. Yeah. Because I don't know what's in the future.
Right.
I know it's back there, and I might be able to change some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's ahead.
Right. Exactly. So most definitely, so all 3 of us agree that we will go back to the past. Drop us a comment below and let us know what you think. Would you go to the past? Would you go to the future? Let us know what you think about that. All right, y'all. So my sister girl of the week is none other than my girl Jessie Woo, and we just got finished talking about Jessie Woo. Like I said, Jessie Woo is a social media sensation. She's a recording artist, and if you have not checked out her YouTube channel, please check out her YouTube channel. Check out her podcast. It is Shut the F Up Jessie. Love it. I love her podcast. Check her out. telling you will not be disappointed, okay? So my chick fave for the week is my little Mean Girls tumbler. It's a Starbucks tumbler, and it's personalized for one of my favorite movies, Mean Girls. And it says, on Wednesdays we wear pink, and it's got the burn book here.
Okay, I like it.
That's cute.
Yeah.
And around the little Starbucks things, it says, "You're like really pretty." I love that part in the movie.
I like it.
So yes, that is my tumbler. I've been grabbing it every day for my water, coffee, everything. Anything I'm drinking and it's cold, I'm putting it in that cup. Period. I might have to get some of your juice, Yolanda, to put in my cup.
Oh yeah, honey is good. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of that juice. All right, so my what the for this week is a South Carolina man tries to kill his girlfriend because the government took his stimulus check because he owed child support. We got a clip on that.
Mm-hmm.
Spartanburg County Sheriff says a father was so furious at the government for keeping his $600 stimulus check to pay back child support that he did something very bad. He's now behind bars after the sheriff says he beats his girlfriend to the point she had to be hospitalized. Lindsay Gibbs has more from Spartanburg County.
Today, deputies spoke about a suspect arrested for 3 counts of arson and attempted murder after having to give out a stimulus check to pay for child support.
I mean, he just looks like a fella you would see in the store.
Spartanburg Sheriff's Department said the suspect, named Ray Bradford Jr., sent his girlfriend to the hospital after physically assaulting her with a house lamp and table leg, as well as his own fist.
Well, she may have to have surgery to fix a broken nose and a broken jaw.
Deputies say the victim, Lisa Harrison, managed to fight back, allowing her to get away. The sheriff's office reports that's when Bradford set his girlfriend's house and car on fire. He then made his way to his girlfriend's mother's house and set her car on fire as well. According to the report, Bradford threatened to kill his girlfriend's children and mother. Spartanburg Sheriff's Department says they located the suspect, and as they were getting the canine unit out, Bradford surrendered. Sheriff Wright says the community needs to help those being abused.
And he says he loves me. You're better than that. You're much better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that is physically violent towards you, they're not going to change it.
The Sheriff's Department says if you or anyone that you know is being physically abused, to call 911 or reach out to their Victims Advocate Unit. For now, reporting in Spartanburg, Lindsay Gibbs, Fox Carolina News.
So yeah, that was really, really crazy. Okay. Like I said, I chose that particular topic for what we're talking about because that just coincides with who you're procreating with. Yeah. And sir, gentlemen, just understand that you have to take care of your kids. Okay, you have to take care of your kids. I do know that I was hearing that like early on, like before they even started sending out stimulus checks, that men that or women, because it's not only men that pay child support. If you are in a child support situation across the board, man, woman, whoever, you will not receive a stimulus check if you owe money. And I feel like that's right. Like you shouldn't receive that. If you're not doing right by your kids and taking care of your kids and facing your responsibilities as a man or a woman, you shouldn't receive that money. So I feel like he really, like, that $600 drove him crazy. Like he was ready to risk it all over $600. Like, sir, the damage that you put on this woman, her family, was worth way more than $600. Like, yeah, you should have just took your L and just let that been dead. But
that's right.
Yeah,
and I got to say this. Yes, they did keep your money, sir. And you know what I'm talking to, because I do truly believe that you watching this show, you do not pay your child support, and we got it.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I dare you to come here and try to do something. Well, I'm not going to go that far.
Oh, no. No, we don't want to give him no ideas, honey.
But I'll tell you what, you better to believe that your girl can be ready for you, okay? But now we're not gonna go.
Where your Tim's at, Yolanda?
Right there in the closet.
Oh my gosh, yes. All right, so next, I said next. I act like I'm taking roll or something. So I want to give us a shout out for our merch as well. Don't forget, we still have our merch, okay? We still have our merch. We have mugs, we have leggings, sweatshirts, t-shirts, cell phone cases, everything you can think of, masks, okay, to keep yourself safe. The pandemic is not over, okay? The panorama is still here, all right? So we want to make sure we're safe. The panorama still here, all right? So do not forget to check out our merch. It's at teespring.store/chitchat, okay? All right, so we're gonna do a chick check out because the girl is feeling elevated, I'm feeling gifted, you know, I'm feeling, up in my spirit.
Yeah, I love it.
So listen, I'm at a 10 now. I checked my booze, okay? We back booming, shaking, and popping, and your girl is at a 10.
All right. I'm gonna give you an 8.
Okay.
Dope. Okay. That is dope. Shout out to my daughter for this shirt. I'm gonna find out where she got it so we can post that in the link as well. But yeah, I'll go to an 8.
All right.
Okay. And your girl here, you know what? I'm at a 10. I'm still right there, booming, shaking, and popping at that 10.
All right.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, this has been another episode of ChiChat Podcast, and your girls are back, booming, shaking, and popping. Please be on the lookout for more new content, and thank you so much for rocking with your girls. Bye.
Thanks for listening to our episode of ChiChat. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at ChiChat Podcast.